Hola there. Petla lo sendaweni sisiblomele silakatha bokho sesiziba endaweni yamasoul. Niyazi ngihambe ngiyi1. Hamba noSester Empire. Uthi ngam-introduce niyamazi.
Guys, you know who I am. Petla doesn't have to introduce me anymore. Petla abantu bayazi ukuthi ngibani. But that girl from the podcast is totally autographs.
But lo
introduce. Yes. Stop introducing me, Petla. Ngiyazi ukuthi ngibani. Please tell him. Write a comment and say, Petla, we know who she is. Stop introducing her.
uNkulunkulu ayakuphela umuntu. Ukuhlakani kuphela.
Ngimuhle Petla, sho kanjani?
Kunjani? Kunjani lapho?
Long, tiring, work was exhausting. Ngikhathele akusafuni next.
Ukusebenza kumele abantu amaqala abantu ama-case abantu uqoshisa abantu emsebenzini.
It's a lot of work. It's emotionally taxing. World Mental Health Day, which happened on Wednesday, is about us, people that are under pressure, where our mental health is affected because of the toxic work environments that we are in.
I think I'm World Mental.
No, it's about being in a place where mentally you are unable to cope.
When I'm getting one, Tina Dallas na cope, Tina Dallas.
Tina abanye Australia is soft life yakusenzela endlini bengise office the whole week and bengekho right.
Tina nokuya mos lokho ayavuka.
No mental health problem.
Ukama-box langa lonke namhlanje.
No, I mean the Wednesday was so important because I was speaking to a couple of my friends and they were talking about how exhausted they are, how hectic their work environments are, how toxic they are. And that day, World Mental Health Day, really is a true reflection of what's going on in people's minds.
Yeah.
People are leaving their jobs without jobs because it's such a toxic environment.
And they will spend more time
at work
than anywhere else.
So that is a place where you're supposed to be at your best.
Yeah.
And Maulapa, we're happy and you need to work hard. And you can't do that when your mind is all over the place.
Facebook intranet Spanish la ukhona ukufaka status and then people can comment. Ubhale ukuthi ucabanga uzulana.
It's a lot of people. That's how bad it is. And we don't realize that it's all industries, all levels, whether you're professional, whether you're a laborer, there's a level of stress emsebenzini that really does affect you mentally. And I think people need to understand that there's so much that needs to be done in the work environment to make it a place where people go there and they're happy and they're at their best.
Banokwenzela right ukuthi kube ne-psychologist. Ukuzubona ukuthi
because it's high pressure jobs. I mean, everywhere you go, you need to perform. Doesn't matter what you do.
And I mean, I know a psychologist. So tell me about you.
Yes. No. So that's the beauty of psychology is they help you find the solution to your problems. I've seen a couple of psychologists myself, and when I was there was never a time where the psychologist said, I need you to do 1, 2, and 3. He says, okay, so what do you think you're going to do? In this situation, what is the plan? So funny, Bedla, when someone else who doesn't have a daily perspective of your life comes to you and says, so more begele situation, you know, how is it serving you as a person? Now you start asking yourself, how is it serving you? And you then decide, okay, so this is the decision I'm taking, this is the plan that I'm going to make. That's what psychologists do.
Driver ambulance. I mean, stress lapha sitting in
it's a stressful thing. I mean, mentally, it has to affect you to be able to be in that environment every single day. As a poisa, having to, as a nurse, as a doctor, it's an environment that's just full of tragedy. Death is tragic.
Imagine the police station
Devon police station Ekuruleni, I think they took about 10 guns.
But hands up, my boy.
But can you imagine as a police officer who's there to protect Papa Miku?
Funny enough, the police station
it's a few police officers, and I think it was the early hours of the morning. But now, hands up, even if umuntu nesbam. Even if you've been trained in a high pressure situation, even if you are trained, now it's a freezer. it's an immediate reaction, and your first reaction should be, do I also pull out my gun? What do I do?
Yeah.
What are the chances that those people are not also going to start drawing their guns and shooting?
I think every 6 months or 2 years back trainer foot. Uyabona la mama traffic cop ufika eslender kahle amuhle nini ibruka safa se
I wasn't that better kanti wena ubona the same person over and over.
Ngiyabazi ngibajwayela ngisho ngitshela ukuthi kune voice engijwayele lo kune voice engijwayele lo abangani bakhe bafike bawondi after 2 years ibruka safa se ila machocho ama 10 rand wabantu amabhuti sakazi ukuthi ukuthi mara umuntu yopha abantu lo akwazi ukugijima akazagijima akwazi ukubona
I have come across a lot of unfit police officers. I
think mele bathi compulsory ukuthi ujoin gym or
it has to. Absolutely. I think that's so important because one, you need to be mentally healthy, physically fit. You need to be able to chase someone.
Yeah, utholi.
I would say.
Hayi thiba,
The police officers need to do better. Shame, but I feel for this police station. I think they've recorded about 8 police stations that have been robbed in 2020.
Imagine.
8.
Amarala bothi ufane black patch asikile la.
Ngiyana khona la.
Police station.
Siyabathathela ibhamu la.
La bothi bangafuna ukuya khona.
Bona bane crack bathi siyabathathela.
Kanti uphuza upili nini black label kanti pili uphuza like
Upili is quenching his thirst. Like it's not to be quenching our thirst.
Uphuza yonke into lo muntu.
Upili uthanda variety.
La uthanda khali black wayithele ebhodleleni lekhophu ngathi kanti kwenzakala la upili kanti
Upili uthanda variety. Yekela upili kanti wawuhlaza upili ukhipha upili ebantwini.
Abaprank abantwana base Free State. Free State. Free State. Giving us babies for free.
This is so sad. Like
we're buying 150 kids.
150 in the past 4 months that have given birth between the ages of 10 and 14. 10 and 14. Children are giving birth to children. But they have a vagina. So that's the thing. Umntwana 10 shouldn't be engaging, in sexual activity. And who are they engaging in sexual activity with? That's another thing. Because I was afraid of what would happen to me if I were to ever interact with a guy at the age of 10. I think it's because times have changed, society has changed.
Too much.
It's a lot. It's tragic. In fact, one of the famous radio stations actually interviewed some of these kids, and one of them said, I want to give love to a child. That is why I decided to have a kid, because I didn't experience
Who decided?
She decided that she wanted to have a child so that she could give to that child what she never received.
14
decided. According to her, she has the capacity to decide.
Imagine if first salary yakho sekufanele uthenge ipampers.
First salary yosebenza kuphi?
Sengisho masaka ngathola umsebenzi, umsebenzi wana 20.
Umntwana loyo will be 6 kanti uzogcoka ipampers ana 6.
Awungitshele ukuthi first salary uthenga impahla zeChristmas. Ayezakho. Hawa.
It's when I heard the stats, I was like, they said they're not even counting how many are pregnant. It's just those that have given birth. And we really need to ask ourselves as a society, what is it that we are doing wrong that is resulting in these kids giving birth? It's the same situation. What are we doing wrong? What is it that we are missing when it comes to these children that is resulting in this tragedy?
150.
150 is a lot. In 4 months, it's a lot. But you also need to ask yourself, how many of those are as a result of rape? How many, and all of them are rape because it's statutory rape. Those kids don't have the capacity to say, I agree to us having consensual sex. That's another thing we need to ask ourselves. Why are there no supervision? But that's the thing, what are we doing wrong that is resulting in this? We need to ask ourselves and we need to fix it. Now, Nabantwana, you're ready to be a grandfather.
Yes.
Come on.
And the chances are, no man can see rape. Because these people are kids. Mama na 20 bazohlangana nabantu babona ukuthi kahle kahle soulmate yamulo. Lo nginomntwana naye.
Asi soulmate besilala, something happened, something went wrong.
Umntwana uzokhula anginengqondo ukuthi ifamily setup ayikho akayazi.
chances are that you're not going to grow up in a stable family home. That's not possible when you are a 14-year-old child that needs to go to school still. Yeah, an angry society, kids that are not going to be able to deal with their traumas properly, and kids that are going to be traumatized.
Yes.
Hayi thina abantu abadala labantwana.
Wena lesikhathi awuna nix ufika umntana ona 14. Hayi Sharon hayi sukuba.
We don't prioritize sex. I don't prioritize sex. I think it's very important to enjoy yourself and have sex. But sex isn't important to me. Yeah. Okay. We work hard. Umbongo uzokutshela ukuthi abangani bami bayasebenza ama hard worker labo. Forget about men.
Mara masiqeda ukusebenza Sharon uyadinga ukuthi uyohlala no, especially Sundays are for lovers. Wena una love uzula nathi.
Uzula nathi kanjani mesha e3 o'clock ngiba head.
Dlala ne-R&B.
Yo.
Uyacula nje without any meaning.
Favorite music yami mangicela ngithi mara masiya I wish.
Work hard. Mele makufika leyo ngcondo uthi mara I work hard.
Yes, I do. Thank you. I'll console myself with mara Sharon, you work hard. Forget about me.
Oh, I saw ulo abantu bakwatile ukuthi uSindi lo kwazi uflava ku-interview beka-podcast bekahleka the whole interview kanti bafuna yakhale
what must happen? Sindi has served her time. Sindi
6 years nyana.
6 years, whatever she did, she served her time. She's out and about now. She needs to live her life. We still know she killed Flava. She served her time. Flava's not going to come back, unfortunately.
Yes.
But we cannot hold her to ransom at the fact that someone else has died. She's been punished.
Yeah.
She's living her life and she's making the most of it.
Maru jupjupa nembali kule.
Ujupjupa why bangambali?
Uyasdina bokuqala.
And ujupjupa la labantwana.
Unge
West part is that he killed someone's children.
Angafanga ongasekho right ngendaba kaJupjup.
But Jujup is living his life. No one is holding him accountable. He's doing all these televisions, episodes and series that he has. But Jujup has been everywhere. He's been interviewed and there was no outcry about Jujup. But when Sindi comes out, then you need to understand why are there double standards?
Yeah.
Is it because she's a woman?
Yeah.
What must happen? What must she do? She served her time. Sindi has done what she's needed to do. She needs to rebuild her life. She needs to do what she needs to do in order to survive.
No, Oscar Magabuya shoot massive interview.
Oscar also needs to rebuild his life. I think Sindi, there's a documentary or a book that she's writing. She's writing about her experience. People are going to want to know what happened. It's going to sell because she is doing what a lot of people do. They use the tragedies in their life to become better people and to earn money off of it. So,
Oscar appeal the life yake. Ushukuthi. Appeal the.
I'm sure Lenya was Rusile manje. He needs new one.
I'm pretty sure
No. Oscar Pistorius is another issue for another day.
Nabo River na was ngene ngamisikhala muhle kanje. Hayi man. Ngiyakuthanda. Uthanda imali yakhe.
No, bekathanda. River had her own money.
Serious.
River was also
Mara
her own, right?
That's
fine, but Bekamthanda, I think it was never better off. He had more money, he was able to support her. River had no own money.
Mara mina ngitshele Sherola, asikhulumeni ivalo bafika. Black Coffee no Oscar. If bewanga sama celebrity, ngabe bazijolela nawe. Naba wena awufuni umuntu onganasandla. Ulo ungananiki.
Angisho kanjalo.
Awufuni.
Ngisho kanjalo mina. It's everyone deserves love.
Whether unesandla,
whether they have legs, they don't have legs. It depends on the kind of guy that he is. So what's important to me, I always thought that looks were important to me, and I realized that looks aren't important to me because I had a conversation with a guy one day and he was much shorter than I was. But because of the quality of the conversation, I realized that intellect is very attractive. And it doesn't matter in which package the intellect comes in, that is important to me. So even in that moment, I realized that I would actually date that guy. Even as short as he was, because of the fact that what I valued was not his height. What I valued was what he could bring to me and how he could work with my mind.
Can you pay height?
But I'm a relatively tall girl, but what do you expect?
So it's Hosa.
Maybe.
Jump.
I'm a tall girl. So, and also we always worry, and we shouldn't, about what people think of the people that we date. Imagine, you know, so it's also things like that that I realized I couldn't actually care about. I don't care what people think.
So ngisakhula benginalento ukuthi before ngilobola ngizoyeka lo muntu into engibana nayo abangani bakhe balotshelwe bonke kuqala yabo bese athi mina ngithi akune-5,000 ngisho 660 nginale
athi yambise
nawe sowulapho awusabheki lowo muntu ahlakaniphele nje wena i-5 incane uzobona phambili uzayikhulisa itose phela
itlasebenza tayiberekisa you have to work with what you've got
Zabuye emhlabeni shero
kunzima
abakutshelanga ukuthi kunje
I never knew guys adulting is
akhethi manje
phelile leyo sikhathi
asabuzana robera ka uhlalifile
na awuhlalifile I think when you have some kind of intellect, you are able to make plans. You're able to think about and okay, namhlanje anginamali, how am I going to get? And you do that. So that is.
And if ukhona wena, uzokhona mase kunomunye umuntu uzothi manje
C2. How am I going to make sure that this person of mine is taken care of? And that is what's umuntu dom guys.
So khanipha you right us. Akufuneki iphathe dom.
Dom uzofonela athi baby akunaona shebo, awunaburoto. What are you going to do with it?
That's why mina ngithi ngiyabonga ama-big mama wami. Akaze ngathenga insipho kwasha. Hayi.
You have kids with people that can think.
Yeah. You know. Cabanga somisa insipho kwasha, bathi umalume uyiqedile. Oh. Umalume bekasho iphupho. Ngetsipho yakhe.
Akasebenzi malume akanamali yokureplace leyo nto.
Mawumikisa amahempo umntwana okhera, uthola umalume wami ngeviyana egate. Hayi viyana umntwana.
Kathi malume yini?
Maro iviyana kusiyokudlala, udlala.
No, a partner that is able to think, a partner that is able to be considerate, a partner that's able to plan ahead and lead is very important.
Yeah, I hear you. Ngingajoni nabantu abadoma. Neso. Ngizobathi la South Africa, I don't understand this. Bekulalele uDalimpofu. Ngizobathi la eMzansi sinama-judge ayi-210. I understand kanjani 60 million. Yes, asaba uthotho so 60 million, but chances are 30% ama-criminals abantu bala siyahlupheka. Siyi-10 well.
But not all criminals get caught.
Sure. So there are 210 judges.
Yeah, okay, so the issue with that, I think that's that stat is it's relatively low in comparison to the criminal cases that we have. There are not a lot of judges that are able to take over. So we have different judges in different court systems, and I think the problem is that with the number of judges that we have, and that's why they always speak about a justice that's delayed. That is why the cases take so long. It's because we don't have the manpower to be able to deal with all these cases. That is a huge problem in South Africa. I think that's a problem about everything. We don't have a manpower to deal with ESCOM's issues. We don't have the infrastructure to deal with ESCOM's issues. It's a matter of investing in the judicial system, getting to a place where we build more court systems, we build more, we try and get more judges in so that we can have a justice that is speedy.
Yeah, fast.
That is fast.
It's
things like that. But the justice system is also delayed by the fact that there's a process, investigations, police, prosecutors. Yeah, but in terms of the judges, we do need a more larger scale judge so that we're able to deal with the cases more.
Judge.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. 50 years.
No, we justice manamela.
Hey, kule court 12 halwe akadlalo.
Akadlalo sis.
And ngizobathi mawujudge uhola waya even after retirement you still even a spouse.
Until you're working in
government.
When
on a spouse.
Waste
money.
But you're cursing me. What if I'm going to get married in the next 2 years? I'm going to get married in the next 2 years.
35
I'm going to have a son. I've decided that I'm going to Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Open those eyes! Yeah, no. I'm going to have a spouse, but then he'll also earn money once I'm dying, okay? He'll earn.
I mean, again, mama naso ngicela so sign mina nawe.
Sign.
Sisibajela ukuthi ngispouse. Angekazi. Uzobona imali ngisho. Spousal man.
Umtshela ukuthi okay, baby, I'm doing this for us.
Manje mawungashona Sharon ngiyaqhubeka ngahola.
Why?
Yo, cabanga ife wayikhathi ngqoweni yakho ngiyokhala Sharon. Bantu.
Awumuthaka baba.
Awuphetha ukhala. Klahleke. Awuphetha Carol so waphetha.
Awumuthaka. Yeah, no, you do. Government is actually a good place to work for in terms of longevity, in terms of them sustaining you. I mean, teachers by a whole, as much as they may not earn what they were earning when they were teachers, but even now by a whole.
I think ukuba teacher is the most boring thing ever. Imagine this year ufundisa geography. It's the same textbook. I change next year. So now next year uyokhuluma lento ikhulumile la, it's like ukuba umzalwane. Uye esontweni every Sunday. Say the same thing every Sunday.
As a teacher, you must be able to teach geography, biology, maths. You must be versatile, man. You must be able to. You're also gonna get bored. And also, if you're able to do a lot of things, then you become indispensable. Then by we've got a part of goals. You know, we can't lose this person. You're valued more. But I think also teachers are not to shame. We've lost the respect for teachers. We've lost the value of teachers. We don't understand actually what they are doing, and they are raising our kids and they're making them better people. So,
guys, we'll have guests. I'm our best of Tembisa or Tembisa's finest. There's no table for us to zoom.
Yes, we are. We're going to introduce new people.
Yep.
Must tell us what you think about that.
Yeah. Nipalin la which is over or in Funa Umpandani,
wire, me all the time, guys. Nyangtanda, guys. There is no Endaway Lopeta without Cheryl.
Endaway Naming Corner.
Naming la.
Pick up. Bye bye. Ferry.
Hey yo, thank you for watching yet another Just a Taste production. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to get our new videos while they are piping hot.